So let's just step 3 million light years away, then on average things will be moving away at 42 miles a second. So that implies that maybe you could flip it over, right? You could say, well, so what if that's 1 over seconds and I flip it over, do 1 over the Hubble constant, I get a time. What's that time? Well, that time turns out to be the age of the universe. So you can do it really simply. Convert light years to miles, or convert miles to kilometres and light years to kilometres, cancel them out, flip it over, you get a number.
And then the beginning of the chapter might be what is an earthquake, what is the sun, what is a rainbow, etc. The beginning of the chapter has myths in answer to the question. So myths about earthquakes, myths about the sun, myths about rainbows and so on. And then finally we come on to the science. What really is a rainbow? What really is an earthquake? And what really is the sun?
The claim is this is the largest structure in the universe, 4 billion light years across. You extend that, by the way, over the entire sky. It's talking about these scales of galaxies. And I think often, as I said, when I look back on particle physics, in order to give public talks and talk about it, you see that the hubristic nature of what we do when you think about it for a moment. Because you look at the observable universe.
Things I talked about in the movie. The universe and our changing picture of the universe. Why is there something rather than nothing? And as I've often pointed out, when we say the word why, we don't mean the word why. Whenever we say why, we really mean how, or at least we should. Because why presumes purpose. It assumes there's a purpose, but what if there isn't a purpose? So we ask why. You know, why does whenever we say why, what we don't think is the purpose, we should. What we really mean is how. Because why, what's the physiology, presumes purpose. It tells us how that works. It assumes there's a purpose, but what if there isn't a purpose?
It is another matter, but at the moment, the claim is this is the largest structure in the universe, 4 billion light years across. And you extend that, by the way, over the entire sky. It's talking about these scales of galaxies. And I think often, as I said, when I look back on particle physics, in order to give public talks, talk about it, you see that the hubristic nature of what we do when you think about it for a moment. Because you look at the observable universe, which is the piece of the universe and beyond, indeed, that we are claiming to understand and are indeed understanding in detail, and you realise that maps like this show you there are 350 billion large galaxies in the observable universe.
But today, rather than talk about scientific facts,
People often say science takes away from spiritual fulfillment, but this is spiritual fulfillment. And it's better than the spiritual fulfillment of religion because it's true. And that's a huge advantage. Okay. Now I want to just bring you up to speed on the modern universe, and it began with this man here who is one of my heroes. His name is Edwin Hubble. And he gives me great faith in humanity.